Hey everybody, it is Ed. Today's video, we're going to talk about Elvis in Las Vegas. Specifically, we're going to talk about the week of August 25th through August 29th. Today I'm making this video. It is August 29th in 2023. So we're talking 49 years ago. This past week, my parents, as a part of the Etthekingscourt fan club, went to go see Elvis in Vegas. And this was their annual pilgrimage. Starting in 1972, they went around the same time in 72. They went again in 73, where they had the pleasure of meeting Elvis, and then again in 74. And I believe they did it one more time in 75, but I don't think they went in August. I believe they went December. I'm not exactly sure. I'm going to have to double check with that. But regardless, we are sticking with 1974. Why? Well, again, it's August 29th, and if you've been following my channel, you may be aware of what I have called the Angela tapes, which were simply concerts that my mom recorded back in the day. And on this date, back in 1974, this is one of those nights where she did sneak in a tape recorder and recorded the show on the 8/29/74 midnight, which is actually going to be a soundboard coming up through FTD, which I'm really, really curious to hear. But on the midnight show for 8/29/74, my mother's recording is incomplete. It ends with "It's Now or Never," or in the middle of "It's Now or Never," but there's only, I think, 2 or 3 songs that remained before the show was over anyway, so she really did not miss all that much of this show. But from what I hear on it, sounds like it was a very good show. And what I wanted to do is, I have here a reproduction of the fan club newsletter from this particular era in time when my parents were fresh back from Vegas and seeing Elvis live. So a contemporaneous review, or account, if you will, is detailed in here. So I thought it would be fun when I announced the FTD CD of these concerts coming out, which do feature some of the Angela tapes, but not my mom's recordings, but in other words, the same shows that she recorded, which are available for free for download. If you are interested, you can check the details of this video. All right, but I wanted to read from for EP Fans Only Special Double Edition, and this was Volume 2, Number 4 and 5. It was a double issue, if you will, and this was for September and November of 74. All right, so, guys, I have like 3 pages to read here, and the words are small, so it's going to take a while. I do have a bottle of water in case my throat starts to get parched, which it probably will. All right, but it says Las Vegas 8/74. Let me start by taking a quick sip, because I can already feel it. Hope I can get through this. Bear with me, everybody. I'm going to try. You ready? All right. Elvis's August engagement at the Las Vegas Hilton proved to be quite different. Elvis talked, joked, and performed precisionally and powerfully. Even in illness, Elvis gave his all to put on the blockbuster shows he's noted for. We arrived Sunday, August 25th, and attended the midnight show. Elvis was fantastic. He looked better than he had in Providence and Philadelphia. His hair was cut shorter. He looked as he did in 1970 when he filmed That's the Way It Is. After an outstanding performance that night, we were shocked the next day to find out Elvis was ill. That's correct. On August 26, 74, Elvis canceled both shows. He canceled both shows that Monday night, and it was uncertain whether he would be able to finish the engagement due to the flu. The Hilton was like a morgue that entire day and night. Everyone was more concerned about Elvis's health than their own disappointment. Vernon Presley told us of Elvis's illness and appreciated our concern and offering of best wishes for Elvis's recovery. Tuesday, showroom personnel were in an uproar. It was unknown until 4:30 when again, Vernon personally told us that Elvis would appear that night. From Tuesday through Friday, Elvis performed each show better than the last. The new material added in this engagement included a powerful arrangement of his latest recording, It's Midnight, a beautiful ballad with which Elvis excels. His rendition of Softly as I Leave You left practically everyone in tears. Okay. Elvis explains that the song was written by a man who was in a hospital dying. His wife was there for 3 days and 3 nights. Sometime on the third night, between dusk and dawn, his wife lay down beside him to sleep, and just then he felt himself start to die. He spared her from seeing him die as he took a pen and paper and wrote softly. Elvis talks through most of this song with one member of Voice singing behind him. He stepped up Olivia Newton-John's If You Love Me, Let Me Know, in the same manner of Let Me Be There. He included the Hawaiian wedding song, sung beautifully with Kathleen Westmoreland. One night, Elvis invited the audience to sing along. Everyone was thrilled to have actually sung with the king. The Wonder of You and It's Now or Never were added greats. Early Morning Rain was dedicated to Elvis's dad. It was reported that he did Promised Land opening night, but understandably had trouble with the words and dropped it thereafter. All of his standards were done to perfection. Elvis really broke everyone up during Why Me, Lord, where on 2 separate occasions, he turned towards the audience wearing a bozo mask and a gorilla mask. Poor JD couldn't even continue singing. He was laughing so hysterically. The ultimate was Elvis' rendition of his recent 45 RPM single, If You Talk in Your Sleep, to which he treats us to a precision karate demonstration. On Tuesday, he began wearing a black karate jacket and tinted glasses during this part of the performance. He looked fabulous. Elvis explained that he was just presented with the 8th degree black belt, for which he worked 16 years. You could see how proud he was to achieve this level in the art he works so diligently at. He goes on to explain that you must practice anywhere from 3 to 6 hours a day. Elvis told the audience that everyone at the training school is named after a type of animal according to their strategy of attack, and his name is Tiger. He goes on to say that in 16 years, he's never had to use his karate in his personal life as a method of offense or defense. The applause he received was overwhelming. He continues. Elvis did a lot of talking in general this engagement. He explained that although he was ill, he didn't want to cancel the shows, but was strongly advised by his doctor. He said that during the entire career, he's canceled only 5 or 6 performances, and that he really hated canceling because he knows how many of his fans come very far to see him, and he doesn't want to disappoint anyone. He went on to say that the stage is his life's blood. He explained that he never liked the way the Hilton showroom was decorated, so one night he and Red West set out to change it. At 4 a.m., they painted 2 of the wall statues black, making them perfect conversation pieces. What will he think of next? Elvis described all of the rings and then thanked the audience, telling them, "You helped pay for them." One night, as Elvis was trying to throw a scarf to an anxious fan in the balcony, he stuffed the scarf in a plastic cup. One of the rings flew off his finger. Unfortunately, it was permanently lost. Elvis shrugged it off, but we felt that Elvis would have shown his appreciation in some way had they returned it, which my mom has on recording on one of her concerts that she recorded. All right, furiously, Elvis stated that the stories written about him in the movie magazines are junk. He said he couldn't possibly do half of what they report about him, to be an 8th degree black belt in karate or perform as he does on stage. On one occasion, Tom Jones was in the audience. Elvis introduced him, saying that the stories written about a rivalry between them isn't true. On the contrary, they are good friends. He also introduced Vicky Carr, sang It's Now or Never for her, and gave her a scarf and kiss. She was thrilled. After one long year of planning and saving, the day finally arrived. Our publisher, Diane, was in Las Vegas. Diane, unfortunately, is no longer with us, but she was one of the founding members of the fan club also. Actually, no. Okay, so that's the rest. That's from her. She was thrilled. All right, last year while in Vegas, we did have the colossal thrill of meeting with Elvis and having a picture taken with him. And as you will recall, the picture was on our newsletter, Volume 1, Number 3. Well, we had the photo mounted and plaqued, and this year we took it with us on our return trip, hoping to have it signed. Our wish came true at Midnight Show, August 27th, 1974. Angela held it up to show Elvis, and he not only signed it, but he seemed impressed. He showed it to the band and the audience. Between songs at the midnight show, 8:25, Richie requested Elvis to sing "It's Now or Never," and Elvis replied, "You got it," and we might add, it was done superbly, which again my mom has on tape. And that was the August 25th show. So that was Sunday, August 25th, 74. So August 27th, midnight show 74 is when my mom had their picture signed, which you can see she got a scarf for, which is the middle one, right there in the back, and has the picture of Elvis with the picture in front of him, and the pen that Elvis used to sign the picture. It's all in there. So that's August 27th. And then that scarf, no, wait, there it is, that one, the last one here. That was given to my mom, I believe, also on August, I think that was August 28th. I'm not sure, but again, you hear my mom on tape getting it. All right, now, all right, so he's saying "It's Now or Never." It was done superbly. Unfortunately, we didn't have the opportunity to meet Elvis this time. We did have a plaque, see photo, to present him from the club. Now, they do give it to him on stage, and you do hear him, accepted from them in my mom's recording. But due to his illness, Colonel Parker advised us that Elvis was having no personal presentations that week. We understood this and decided to hand the plaque to Elvis on stage. He was pleased by it and acknowledged us all. In fact, Elvis recognized us at every show we attended and responded by kissing the girls, and the guys got a handshake. All in all, Las Vegas 1974 was a blockbuster. Pat, Richie, Jim, Angela, and Diane. So there you have it. All right, and it tells about where they handed Elvis the plaque. Oh, what did the plaque say? Well, actually, it's right here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but that was a picture of the plaque. All right, but what it did say was, "The Kingscourt Elvis Presley Fan Club proudly salutes the man whose daddy said, I ain't never seen a guitar player that's worth that." Wait. That's worth a damn. You know the quote. I can't read it. Come on, you know the thing. Sorry, I have to do it. All right, but anyway, so that's it. Now, there is another part, but my thought is already done, and but if you want me to continue with this, let me know. It talks about where Jim and my father met with and spoke with the Colonel for a good amount of time. So if you want to hear that story, leave me a comment and let me know. All right, but the August 29th, 1974 show, what did he play? Well, he played CC Rider, "I Got a Woman," "Love Me," "If You Love Me, Let Me Know," "It's Midnight," "Big Boss Man," "Fever," "Love Me Tender," "All Shook Up," "Until It's Time for You to Go," "Softly as I Leave You," American Trilogy, "Suspicious Minds," band intros, where he introduces everybody, and the man who brings my scars and water, Mr. That's right, Charlie Hodge. If You Talk in Your Sleep, and then Elvis Talks Karate. "Why Me, Lord," "Teddy Bear," "Don't Be Cruel," "How Great Thou Art," "Let Me Be There," with another, what do they call it, a reprise. And then "It's Now or Never," which unfortunately is incomplete on my mother's recording. But after that, I think it was "Hawaiian Wedding Song," and then "Can't Help Falling in Love." And I believe that was the entire show. But again, that's going to be released on FTD coming soon. So I am looking forward to that. And if you are interested in Angela tapes, Volume 1 and Volume 2 are available in the download in the description of this video. So you can check that out. And for those of you who are interested, I still do have some limited edition reproduction Kingscourt buttons, fan club. They are numbered, they are initialed, and it comes with my very first July 16th, 1975 concert, where you get to hear me. It's something else throughout the show. But yeah, details in the description for this as well if you are interested. All right, but I do appreciate you all watching. If you would like I said, leave me a comment. If you want me to continue reading, leave me a comment. I appreciate you all. Be good to yourselves, be good to each other. Take care.